Hi students, today we will discuss another important topic in the urinary system, that is the renal physiology. What is the physiology? That is the functions of the kidney. There are a lot of functions of the kidney. We will discuss the important functions of the kidney. That is the first function of the kidney, that is the excretory function, and the second function it has the regulatory function, and the third function it has the endocrine function, and fourth function it has the metabolic function. These are the important functions of the kidney. We will discuss detail one by one. What is the excretory function, regulatory function, endocrine function, and the metabolic function. First we will discuss what is excretory function. What is the excretory function? Excretory, there are the lot of waste in our body that eliminates from the body, that is known as the excretory system. In the excretory system, there are metabolic waste products. In our body there are a lot of metabolic waste products. What are they? That is the first one is urea and the creatine. These are the waste products present in the body which are excreted through the which are excreted by the kidney. First one is urea and the creatine. Creatine is important for if we have to check the renal function, we have to check that time creatinine level, not a urea level. Most of the students they are thinking if we have to check the functions of the kidney, we have to check the urea. That's wrong. Any dysfunction of the kidney, that time we have to check the creatinine level. This was about the first function of the excretory function. In the excretory function, it also excretes the drugs. It also excretes the drugs. There are a lot of drugs we are taking. In the drugs are the main two types are there: water soluble and lipid soluble. The question, water soluble they can get easily absorbed and easily they can get excreted. The question is how lipid solubles are excreted. Now I will tell you how the lipid soluble are excreted. If we are taking the lipid soluble, they cannot easily excreted. The question is, if we are taking lipid soluble, how they are excreted? They have excreted two ways, whether fecal route or urinary route. Question is how it is converted. Suppose here we are taking the drugs highly lipid soluble, they will reach into the small intestine where it is absorbed by the portal system. Through the portal system, it will go into the general circulation. This is suppose this is general circulation, and after general circulation, it have reached its particular target cell. Suppose this is the target cell. After that, it shows its own function into its own function, and again will come back into the general circulations. Let me explain again. Here, highly lipid solubles are taken. It is absorbed small intestine. Through the small intestine, it will go to the liver through the portal system, and it will go to the general circulation where it has reached into target cell. After target cell, they do its own function and will also come back in the general circulation. Lipid soluble. Say about the lipid soluble. Here, general circulation, it will go into the kidney. Here kidney, and it will go here from the convoluted tube. It is made up of the epithelial cells by lipid soluble, by lipid layer is there. It reabsorbs again here. The lipid soluble we are taking. Drugs will go to the kidney. This is nephrons, structure of the nephron. Why it is made up of the epithelial cells that will help to reabsorb the lipid soluble. Now we go to here liver. Here drugs will come again into the liver. Here are the hepatocytes. Through the hepatocyte, it will go to the biliary system. Through the biliary system, it will go to the duodenum. So again, here again it will go to it will again reabsorb. Here the drugs are coming from the general circulation. Drugs will highly lipid soluble that will go into the liver. Into the liver there are the biliary system which will go into the duodenum. The drugs which will reach into the duodenum, they will again reabsorb through the portal system. The question is how they are excreted. In the liver, it produces special enzyme. That enzyme is known as the glucuronic acid. Suppose this is the highly lipid soluble drug, and this is the water soluble drug. It have convert highly lipid soluble have convert into water soluble. The question how it is converted. Liver produces special enzyme. That enzyme is known as the glucuronic acid, which helps to convert the highly lipid soluble into water soluble. When this drug will be water soluble, they will easily excrete through the urine. And here, if you get the water soluble, it will easily go to a fecal route. This was about how lipid soluble drugs are excreted. Now, second, we discussed the metabolic waste, that was the urea and creatinine. We also discussed that how the drugs are excreted through the urinary system. Now the toxins. Now we discuss what is the toxic substance which is present in the body. Now how they are excreted. There are a lot of toxic substances which are excreted by the kidney. These toxic substances are the uric acid, urea, ammonia, hormone metabolites. These are the toxic substances which are excreted by the kidney. This was the first function of the kidney, that is the excreting function. First one was the metabolic waste products. Second, it helps the excrete the drugs. Third function, it helps the excrete the toxic substance. Now the second function of the kidney that is also important. It helps in the regulation. What it regulates? It regulates the water balance in the body. We are taking too much water, that means we will produce more urine. We will take less water, we will produce less urine. That is the regulated function of the kidney. It means it maintains the water balance. Second, it regulates the function. What is the function of the regulation? It maintains the water balance. And second function, it helps the electrolytes. And the third function, acid-base balance. This was about the regulated function. First one is the water balance and electrolytes. What are the electrolytes? There are a lot of electrolytes present in the body. The most important electrolytes are the sodium, potassium, chlorides, calcium, and the bicarbonate. These are the important electrolytes which are regulated by the kidney. First, the normal concentration of the sodium in the blood, that is 140 millimole equivalent. 140 millimole equivalent. Second, potassium, that's the 3.5 to 5.5 millimole per equivalent. This is the very important present in the body. This electrolyte potassium is a very important present in the body. If there will be the fluctuating in this potassium level, the patient will be die. If it will go 2.5, it will be dead. It will be the dangerous for a patient. If it will go increase 6.5, that will also dangerous for the patient. So the potassium is a very important electrolyte present in the body. This is very important. And the second, that's a chloride. The normal concentration of the chloride in the body, that's a 100 millimole per equivalent. And the third is the calcium. Calcium is the 2.5 millimole per equivalent. And the last, bicarbonate, which helps us to maintain the blood. It helps in the blood alkaline. The blood will be there will be the acidic condition because of that. There will be too much electrons will be there because of bicarbonate. It helps to maintain the blood level normal. This was about the electrolytes. Second is next, acid-base balance. It regulates also acid-base balance. This was the second function of the kidney. Let me explain again. Here, first function was the excretory function, and second function is the regulatory function. It regulates the water balance, and it also helps to maintain the electrolyte balance in the body, and also it helps the acid base balance. In the acid base balance, their acid base balance, it maintains the pH of the blood. The normal pH of the blood 7.5. This was about the second function. Now the third function of the kidney, that is the endocrine function. It produces the special and hormones. The special hormones is the erythropoietin, second is renin and the prostaglandin. Erythropoietin is the cells which help the formation of the RBCs. The function of the RBCs to carry the oxygen whole the body. The erythropoietin is the hormone which is produced by the kidney. This erythropoietin hormone, which is formed by the nephron. This is the chromosomal convertible while the erythropoietin is secreted or synthesized. Then it will go to the bone marrow house. Here is the bone. There is a bone marrow house which helps this hormone which helps the formation of the RBCs. If anyone asks you how the RBC is formed, the RBC is formed because of the erythropoietin. While the erythropoietin is secreted, it is secreted by the nephron. While it is secreted by a special part, that is a chromosomal convoluted tube. This is the chromosomal convoluted tube where the erythropoietin is produced and helps the formation of the RBC. What is the RBC? Red blood cells. Second function of the endocrine function, that is the renin. What is the renin? Renin is the main hormone which helps the maintain the blood pressure and blood volume. The question is where the renin is produced. The renin is produced by the nephron. Why it is produced? It is produced special places there. That place is known as the juxtaglomeralar apparatus. How the juxtaglomeralar apparatus is made? It is made up of two types of cells. First one is the Purkinje cells, and second is the macula densa. In between there is a connective tissue which helps to connect the the cell connective tissue which helps to form this apparatus. That is the Purkinje cell and the macula densa. They are connected by the connective tissue to form a special apparatus. That special apparatus known as the juxtaglomerular apparatus. What is the juxtaglomerular apparatus? Juxtaglomerular apparatus is a part which helps to produce the renin. What is the function of the renin? It maintains the blood pressure and blood volume. The main function of the renin is maintain the blood pressure and second blood volume. The question is why the renin is produced? It is produced by the kidney and it is produced by the nephron. Why it is the below the afferent arteriole, above the distal convoluted tube. This is the afferent arteriole and this is the bounce capsule. This part, this is the distal convoluted tube. There is a small bulging is there that form the juxtaglomerular apparatus. The main function of the juxtaglomerular apparatus, it secretes the renin. What is the renin? Renin is a hormone which helps to produce the blood pressure and blood volume. This is the prime function of the kidney. Now the last function of the kidney. That is the metabolic function. What are the metabolic function of the kidney? The main function of the main function of the kidney, it produces the vitamin D. We are getting the vitamin D from the sunlight. That is an inactive vitamin D. The active vitamin D which is produced by the kidney. Then how it is converted from the sunlight? We are getting the inactive vitamin D that will fall on our skin or the integumentary system. They form the polycalciferol. Polycalciferol is formed by the skin, and then cholecalciferol will go into the liver. It will go into the, here is the liver. The skin which form a special enzyme, that enzyme is known as the cholecalciferol. That cholecalciferol will go into the liver. The liver forms the 25 hydroxyl cholecalciferol. That product, this is the inactive vitamin D. That inactive vitamin D will go into the kidney, and the kidney forms the 125 dihydroxylate cholecalciferol. This product is the active vitamin D, which is formed by the kidney and also helps by the liver. Let me explain again. Here is the sun. Here is the sun. The sun falls in the sunlight which falls on our skin. That skin forms a special enzyme, special product. That product is known as the cholecalciferol. That cholecalciferol will go into the liver. The liver produces another special alpha enzyme. That alpha enzyme is known as the 25 hydroxyl cholecalciferol. That will go, that inactive, this is still inactive form of vitamin D, that will go into the kidney. The kidney helps to form the 125 dihydroxyl cholecalciferol. This is the active form of the vitamin D. The question is where the vitamin D is produced or converted. There is a special parts of the nephron is there. That special part is known as the promisor converted tube, where the active vitamin D is formed. This was about the functions of the kidney. This was about the functions of the kidney. Let me recap again. There are a lot of functions of the kidney. The most important function of the kidney, first is the excreted function. What are the excreted function? It helps to eliminate the waste products. What are the waste products? That are the urea and creatinine, and also drugs and toxic substances. What are the regulatory function? It regulates the water balance, acid-base balance, and electrolyte balance. And what's the function of the endocrine function of the kidney? It produces the special hormone. That hormone is known as the erythropoietin, renin, and prostaglandin. What's the function of the prostaglandin? It helps the contraction and relaxation of the arteries and the veins. The last function of the metabolic activities, it helps the formation of the vitamin D. Today we have finished the function. Sorry, today we have function. Today we finished the function. Today we have finished the renal system. If you have any doubt regarding this unit, you can ask me anytime, or WhatsApp group is there. You can put your question or your doubt.